Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mr. English Channel, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Emily.
Hello, Emily. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you're joining us for another great conversation today.
I'm really happy too, especially because I actually woke up with so much energy today. It feels wonderful.
Oh, yeah? That's always a great feeling to have. I have my big mug of hot coffee right here, so I'm finally awake now.
I see that. You always have that giant coffee mug. I just had some water and a little bit of green tea this morning.
Green tea's nice, but I really need my dark coffee first thing in the morning. Did you do something differently today to have so much extra energy?
I did, actually. I've been trying to change how I start my day. I realized my mornings were just getting too rushed and stressful.
I totally understand that. Rushing around your house trying to find your keys or your shoes is the absolute worst way to start the day.
Exactly. So I decided to create a completely new, productive morning routine. It's already making a huge difference for me.
That's awesome. I'd love to hear about what you're doing now. And if you guys stick around until the end of our chat today, you're going to pick up all the natural vocabulary you need to describe your own daily habits perfectly in English.
For sure. It's such an important topic because we all have morning habits. So the very first thing I changed was my alarm clock.
Oh no, please don't tell me you wake up at 4 in the morning now. I really don't think I could ever do that.
No, not 4, but I do wake up about 45 minutes earlier than I used to. I get up at 6 instead of almost 7.
That's still pretty early. But I guess waking up early gives you a chance to actually enjoy the morning quietly.
That's exactly why I do it. The house is completely quiet, I don't have to talk to anyone yet, and I can just wake up slowly and peacefully.
That sounds really nice. Sometimes I hit the snooze button 3 or 4 times and then I'm running late.
I used to do that every single day. Hitting snooze feels good for 5 minutes, but then you panic.
Exactly. You wake up in a total panic. So after you get up at 6, what's the very first thing you do?
The very first thing is making the bed. Before I even leave the bedroom, I fix my pillows and pull up the blanket.
Really? You make the bed immediately? I usually just leave it messy and think about doing it later in the afternoon.
I used to do that too, but making the bed only takes 2 minutes, and it feels like a small victory right away.
That makes sense. It's like you've already accomplished one task, so it gives you a little momentum for the rest of the day.
Exactly. It builds discipline. Plus, when you come back to your room at night, it looks so clean and relaxing.
That's very true. Falling into a nicely made bed at the end of a long day is the best feeling. So you make your bed, and then what?
Then I go straight to the kitchen, but not for coffee or tea yet. First, I drink a really large glass of water.
Just plain water? I know that's super healthy, but it's hard for me to remember to do that when I'm still sleepy.
It's so important, though. We sleep for 7 or 8 hours, so our bodies are really dehydrated when we wake up.
Right. You haven't had anything to drink all night. Does drinking water actually help you wake up and feel alert?
It really does. It feels refreshing, and it kind of turns my brain on. Sometimes I add a little slice of fresh lemon, too.
Oh, lemon water is great. I should probably try doing that instead of grabbing my coffee immediately.
You definitely should try it. Even just 1 glass makes a big difference. After my water, I like to do a little bit of morning exercise.
Wow, you're really productive now. What kind of exercise are we talking about? Like lifting heavy weights in the living room?
Definitely not. I just do some light stretching on the floor, or maybe I take a short walk outside in the neighborhood.
A morning walk sounds really nice. The air is always so fresh and cool early in the morning before the traffic starts.
It is. Just moving my body for about 15 minutes helps me shake off the sleepiness. It gets the blood flowing.
I really like that phrase, gets the blood flowing. It just means waking up your body and getting your energy up.
Exactly. You don't have to run a marathon. Just a gentle walk or stretching your arms and legs is absolutely perfect.
I feel like if I exercised in the morning, I'd be really hungry right after. Do you eat breakfast next?
I do. Breakfast is my favorite part of the morning. I always make sure to have a really healthy, balanced breakfast.
I usually just grab a piece of toast or a banana on my way out the door. What does a balanced breakfast look like for you?
Well, I try to have some protein and fruit, so maybe some scrambled eggs with a piece of whole wheat toast and some fresh berries.
That sounds delicious. Scrambled eggs are great because they're fast to cook, but they keep you full for a long time.
Exactly. Or if I want something sweet, I'll make a warm bowl of oatmeal with sliced bananas and a little bit of honey.
Oatmeal is so comforting. It really warms you up on a chilly morning. Do you finally get to drink your tea now?
Yes, while I eat my breakfast, I have my hot green tea. That's my quiet time to just sit and enjoy the delicious food.
That honestly sounds like a perfect morning. It's calm, you're eating good food, and you aren't rushing at all.
It's the best. And speaking of things that are great, we have so many people listening right now who are improving their English every day.
Oh, for sure. You guys are doing an amazing job. And hey, if you're enjoying our chat about morning routines today, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, it really helps us out. And leave a quick comment below telling us what you usually eat for breakfast. We love reading your answers.
Definitely. Sharing this video with a friend who's also learning English is an awesome way to practice together, too.
So true. Okay, so after I finish my delicious breakfast, I take a few minutes for planning the day.
Planning the day. Do you use an app on your smartphone for that, or do you prefer writing things down on paper?
I actually prefer using a real paper agenda or a small notebook. Writing things down with a pen helps me remember them better.
I totally agree with that. There's something about physically writing a to-do list that makes the tasks feel more real and organized.
Right? I just write down the top 3 or 4 things I absolutely need to get done that day. It keeps me focused.
That's a very smart strategy. If the list is too long, it can feel overwhelming before you even start working.
Exactly. I just focus on the main priorities. Now, you asked about using my smartphone, and that leads to my next big rule.
Oh boy, I have a feeling I know what you're going to say. Let me guess, you don't look at your phone at all.
You guessed it. Avoiding the phone is a massive part of my new routine. I don't check it for the first hour of the day.
That's so hard to do. I feel like my automatic habit is to grab my phone from the nightstand the second I open my eyes.
A lot of people do that. But if you immediately check social media or read emails, your brain starts reacting to other people's problems.
Wow, that's a really interesting way to look at it. You're reacting instead of just starting your day peacefully on your own terms.
Exactly. You see a stressful news story or an urgent email from your boss, and suddenly your calm morning is completely gone.
That happens to me all the time. I read one work email while I'm still in bed and my stress levels just shoot straight up.
Yup. So I keep my phone in another room while I sleep. I don't even look at a screen until my whole routine is finished.
That takes some serious discipline. But since you aren't looking at your phone, what do you do with that extra quiet time?
Well, instead of scrolling on social media, I spend a few minutes reading, just a physical book or a printed article.
Reading in the morning sounds very relaxing. Do you read fiction, like a novel, or do you prefer something else?
I usually prefer reading something that gives me a good perspective for the day, so I'll often read a few chapters from the Bible.
That's a wonderful habit. Taking that quiet time for your faith really helps center your mind before the day gets busy and loud.
It really does. It brings me a lot of peace. If I'm not reading that, I might read a short article about personal growth or history.
Just learning something new for a few minutes, it's like a small workout for your brain before you start your actual job.
Exactly. It's so much better than watching funny videos online and wasting 20 minutes without even realizing it.
I'm definitely guilty of doing that. It's so easy to get distracted by short videos and lose track of time.
We all do it, but replacing that habit with a real book just feels more rewarding. After I read, it's finally time to get ready for the day.
Okay, so this is the part where you take a shower, get dressed, and do all of that normal everyday stuff.
Yep, taking a warm shower is the final step to fully waking up. Then I get dressed and prepare my bag for work.
Do you pick out your clothes in the morning or do you choose them the night before?
I actually choose my outfit the night before. It saves me so much time and stops me from standing in front of the closet feeling confused.
That's a pro tip right there. Making decisions in the morning can be tough, so doing it at night is brilliant.
It really is. By the time I have my shoes on and my bag packed, I feel completely ready to go.
It sounds like your whole morning is designed to remove stress. You're just calmly moving from one thing to the next.
That's the perfect way to describe it. And the final piece of the routine is leaving home with a positive mindset.
A positive mindset is so important. How do you make sure you stay positive right as you walk out the front door?
I just take one deep breath, smile, and tell myself that it's going to be a good day, no matter what happens.
I love that. You're choosing your attitude before the world can decide it for you. It's very empowering.
Exactly. Even if there's heavy traffic or it's raining, I already had a peaceful morning, so I can handle it easily.
It really shows how our daily habits shape our whole lives. If you start calm, you stay calm throughout the day.
You said that perfectly. You know, we've used a lot of really great phrases today while talking about all these daily habits.
We definitely have. Let's look back at a few of them really quickly because they're super useful for daily conversations.
Good idea. One phrase I used earlier was hitting the snooze button. That's a very common thing people say in America.
Oh yeah, the snooze button is that button on your alarm clock that gives you 5 or 10 more minutes of sleep.
Exactly. So if you say, I hit snooze 3 times this morning, everyone knows exactly what you mean. You delayed waking up.
Another good one we mentioned was getting the blood flowing. You said that when you were talking about your morning walk.
Yes, it just means doing some light physical activity to wake up your body and feel much more energetic.
Like doing some quick stretches gets the blood flowing. It's a really natural idiom to use when talking about light exercise.
For sure. I also talked about picking out my clothes. To pick out just means to choose or select something from a group.
Right. You could say, I need to pick out a nice shirt for the party. It's much more common in daily conversation than saying select.
Totally. And the last one was checking my phone. We don't usually say looking at my phone when we mean reading messages or emails.
Yep, we say checking. I'm checking my emails or I'm checking social media. It implies a quick look for new updates.
Exactly. Those are all fantastic everyday expressions. But sometimes when people talk about their routines, they make a few small mistakes.
That's very true. I hear a couple of the same mistakes pretty often. Let's look at how to make those sentences sound much more natural.
Sounds great. Here's a very common one. Sometimes someone will say, I take my breakfast at 7 o'clock.
Right. I hear that a lot. In some languages, you use the verb take for meals, but in English, we just don't do that.
Exactly. To sound more natural, you should use the verb have or eat. So you say, I have breakfast at 7 o'clock.
Or I eat breakfast at 7. Both of those sound perfectly natural to an American speaker.
Here's another one. Sometimes people say, I make a shower in the morning before work.
Ah, yes. The verb make is tricky for a lot of people, but for showers and baths, we always use the verb take.
Right. So the natural way to say it is, I take a shower in the morning. It's a small change, but it sounds so much better.
Definitely. One more mistake I hear is when people say, I get up of the bed. They add that little word of.
Yes, that's completely unnecessary. You just need to say, I get out of bed, or simply, I get up.
Exactly. I get out of bed at 6. It flows much more smoothly and sounds just like a native speaker talking.
I love fixing those tiny details. It really boosts your speaking confidence. Now, let's put everything we've talked about into a quick real-life situation.
Good idea. Let's imagine we're coworkers arriving at the office on a Monday morning and we're just catching up by the coffee machine.
Perfect. I'll start. Hey, Paul. Good morning. How was your weekend?
Good morning, Emily. It was great, but I'm pretty tired today. I definitely hit the snooze button a few too many times this morning.
Oh, no. Did you have to rush to get here on time?
I really did. I barely had time to take a shower, and I didn't even eat breakfast before leaving the house.
You need to start waking up just a little bit earlier. I get up at 6 now, and I always have time for a healthy breakfast and some green tea.
6 in the morning? Wow, you're dedicated. Do you check your emails while you eat your breakfast?
Never. I keep my phone away from the table. I just prefer to plan my day in my notebook so I know exactly what I need to do.
That sounds incredibly peaceful. Maybe I'll try to pick out my clothes tonight so tomorrow morning is a little easier for me.
You should. Just a few small changes can give you a completely positive mindset for the whole day.
You're right. I'm going to try it. Well, thanks for the advice, Emily. Let's get to work.
That was great. You see how naturally all of those phrases fit right into a normal office conversation?
They really do. When you hear vocabulary in context like that, it's so much easier to remember and use in your own life.
Absolutely. It just takes a little bit of practice. Creating a morning routine in English is a fantastic way to practice every single day.
For sure. When you're making your bed tomorrow, just think to yourself in English, I'm making the bed. It helps so much.
That's a perfect tip. Well, we really hope you all enjoyed this conversation today and found some useful tips for your own mornings.
We always love spending this time with you. Remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video, and tell us your favorite morning habit in the comments.
Thanks for being here, everyone. Keep practicing, stay positive, and we'll see you in the next video.
Have a great day, everybody. Bye.